Hello guys, I want to show you how to swap the animations. First of all, I create already montage and I add new animations from Fab. These animations needs to get by. I did not give you because of that. First of all, I want to create new Parkour action variable data table to show you how to change the animation montages. I already set up my project and I want to change variables data table first. Now we can use this data table. So I want to change vault action. I already create new montage for that. Where is location? That's it. So that's montage. I already create montage. I did not add anything for this montage. So change from here. We want I want to play rate 1 as default. First thing, this animations starts quick, so we don't need to set up start position. I adjust as 0. First, I want to close all warp settings. This animation's working with 3 warp update, one of start position, other one vault end, and last one is warp length. Sorry, we have to enable root motion first if you want to use root motion. And warp is not enabled now, so we will add step by step. First, I want to decide where is the first warp location. It can be changed. This is not a rule or has to be. I I decide personally, and you don't have to use same location, but you can adjust. So I want to start from 0 to point 1.4. First of all, where is the offset? I will see how to set up offset. To show that, first we have to understand where is the warp top point, warp vault point, and warp deep point. Where is the we will I want to show visually. So first I want to find where I defined. Wait a second. So okay, I find it. Let's create the debug sphere here so we can see the location. I want to create 3 debug sphere to see warp locations. Start position working with wall top point, vault, and warp type is working with warp tip, and other one is working with wall point. So I want to change duration and radius. So you can see that when we are doing parkour. So first position is blue one and coming from obstacle edge, and we will decide how will be high, and this X offset is forward and backward position. For Z offset is for high. So this is the character root position. Mm, let's actually 0 is not bad for that, because we'll see that there is no seeing any problem when this offset 0, but we have to change other ones. I want to decide vault and position. This position is not bad. Um, if I define X position minus, it mean it will be little bit character stay behind the obstacle edge point, but now our problem is not location, our problem is start and end time. We have to change warp time. I want to decide warp time coming from there and here, and okay. Position is 0.63 is great, and you can see that Z offset is not great because our character hand is shrinking, so we can raise the Z offset a little bit. That is okay. Okay, now you can see that end position is not bad, but also we have to adjust land position. Land position is not warping now. Mm, let's talk about end position. So it can be end position, but This animation needs to be little bit far position our warp point. So I want to land further. Mm, This start time coming from vault end position. Now you can see this is a little bit weird because our character doesn't go too much further, but if you want to go much further, you can increase this X offset. Not bad. I want to uh, I want to blend out a little bit late, so I change this value. Let me show you when you ignore the Z point. This is the problem. You can see that. So if you need the exactly position, you shouldn't enable that warp. Um, Character warping a little bit high. Now this is much better. So for vault animation, swapping is working great, but for climb, uh, we have to change some settings because almost every animations have different root offset for climbing. Let me show you. This is default animation, but I add different animation and I create montage also. This one, yes. So you can see that the root position is too low for this animation. I want to compare together on scene. So this is the hang position. This default animation. And where is the animation? That one is tutorial animation. So you can see that offset is different, but root position almost same. You can see that. To fix that, uh, you have to rise a little bit other animation offset. So I will show you what is the problem when you are using this montage. Let's change the to hang montage. doesn't matter for now. Warp settings. So let's change the idle animation also. You can see clearly. This one is climb idle. Where is this one idle animation? Also animation force root log has to be enabled. You won't use root motion when we are idle. Other animation is also enabled. You can see that. Look at this. This is the problem. So to fix that, I add new variables. I will show you here on Parkour component. You can see that with Parkour System 2.12, so let's change this animation up value. You can see that animation root position is changing. 55.5 is great for that. Also you can see that character foot IK is not seeing great. We can change that value. Which one? This one, hand and foot space IK. Okay, if you raise this value, you can see that the character foot is close hand points, and also we can change hand IK position because it stays a little bit high. Also we can push the foot positions forward. You can see that. Also you can see the hand space and foot space is not seen great. You can change that values. This one, not that one. Also we can change the character forward position. I want to stay a little bit back, and I change the hand space -5 and foot space -5. When you move, you can see that, and position a little bit have space. Let's change other shimmy animations. This animations also needs climb move speed curve. Don't forget that. Also to adjust root offset, you have to add other curve. I will see that which one. Also animation working is too speedly, and let's change the character movement speed. Our default animations working with play rate 1.4, so new animations 1. So if you change this value, animation works uh, not animation, character move little bit slowly. You can see that different animation alpha curve value you have to use for root offset. If that value is 1, character adjust root offset, otherwise you can't adjust. So when we change that value as 1, character movement speed will be more slowly, and but you have to add climb move speed if you want to move with character, otherwise you can't move. You need that curve. To create that curve, you have to use x axis transition speed, and you don't need to subtraction or addition any math operation. uh, this kernel has to be climb move speed. Before I mention, you can see that also different animation output from left side. You have to define as 1 if you want to root offset. All other hand are offset values for IK. This is a little bit hard to explain how this work. Basically, it's related the first point from hand position and changing up value and forward and backward value. I don't want to deep dive too much for that. When you change this value, you can see that character move fast, but for now 1 is great for these animations. Now we can use swap animations, vault animations. Also we can use climb animations when we change, but we did not set up the warp position, so you can see that the problem. Let's change the warp settings for this animation. You can start from there and to here. Let me show you how change root position. You can see that this value, when this value stop, you don't have to define warp time. This when stop is okay. So for this animation, we don't need the start position change. Also following position doesn't matter for now. 0.67 is great for these animations, and start position is maybe 0.4, maybe. Okay, the standpoint. Okay. So now also the climb animation working properly. You can change other animations with these methods. So that's it, guys. See you next time.